Yo, 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 welcome to another Wrestling with Friends with Hit the Ropes. This is Darius at HTR, Mr. Wikipedia. I am joined, as usual, come pay-per-views, by the song man, Mr. John. What's going on, John?
What's up, Dale? Found everyone else's Built Radio. Great to be back, as always.
John, are you speaking through some kind of... I know that we got the launching and the release of Star Wars. Are you in some kind of, Darth Vader mask or something? It's very staticky.
I get a couple issues with that. My webcam is going right now. It may act up sometimes. Is it like it right now?
No, it's horrible.
No.
You sound like a robot.
What I call.
All right, John's gonna fix his face. I'm gonna tweet out at Hit the Ropes on Twitter, and then as well as on Facebook, where you guys can find us, where you can find this live chat. We do this thing each and every pay-per-view, and then every Wednesdays we have a show as well. John's back. I'm hoping he doesn't sound like death. John, are you alive?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's much better. So we got the Roadblock pay-per-view tonight. This is a horrible pay-per-view for the wrestlers, I think, because nobody really cares about it in the fact that we're all waiting for Royal Rumble. So they're trying to throw in some trying to make things pop with the first ever women's 30-minute Iron Woman match. We've got that going on for us tonight between Sasha and Charlotte. And then we also have the New Day facing off against Cesaro and Sheamus for the Tag Team Championships right after the New Day has broken Demolition's World Tag Team title run for the longest run in WWE history. Minus some history. And then we've got Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman in a 10-minute time limit match. We'll get to that. There's something interesting about a time limit in this day and age. Rich Swann versus TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick in a triple threat WWE Cruiserweight match. Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho in a singles match. We just saw Big Cass and Rusev in a singles match. I believe that went to a count out for Rusev if I was getting prepared there. So, and then we have Kevin Owens defending his WWE Universal Championship versus Roman Reigns. Just going into the card, how do you feel? What do you think about this this whole card coming into it?
I mean, the whole situation. I mean, you're supposed to end the year with a good pay-per-view with all this, with the storyline telling them, like everyone is saying, including myself, what's so big about the title match between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, huh? Like, do we even care about Roman like we always say? Like, has he even done anything ever since winning the U.S. title from Rusev? I mean, there's nothing close for, like, the main event. Like, we should be like the Hell in a Cell was between the ladies once again. Like, it's a big match to let it be the end after the long feud after Hell in a Cell when we thought it was going to be over, but it's not yet. So it's going to be Sasha's last match between Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken, before. Like, this is, like, I know this is going to be the first time she's going to be keeping the title. Like, she's going to probably lose it again because this is probably going to make Charlotte lose her first match at WrestleMania when they face off, probably, if she faces Bayley.
Yeah, there's a... Oh, hold on. I've got something going on. I've got echo going on in my ear. Hopefully that will go away. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. The Roman Reigns World Title or WWE Universal Championship is interesting because we have a U.S. champion vying for the world title, where I think that's very important. I think that's very key because we've lost that along the way. We've lost the fact that these mid-level titles are of importance. So him looking strong in this match is important to me in the fact that, hey, this belt used to be a jumping-off point when it was held by Lex Luger and even Ric Flair, all the guys back in WCW, the United States champion. much like the Intercontinental Champion, was vaulted into world title contendership. So he's been there before. He's back at the U.S. level. Hopefully it elevates him. And let's face it, John, the Kevin Owens era as a world heavyweight champion has been very, very forgettable. The key is his interaction with Chris Jericho, his tag team partner. Has nothing to do with who he's defended the belt against, nothing. So I'm all for getting our Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. The guy comes in with one strap, leaves with both straps moment here. So let's go ahead. Let's get that title change.
I mean, what would you say? I missed you the last second.
Well, I was just saying, let's get the title change. I'm all for a title change because Kevin Owens' reign as champion has been quite boring. So let's go ahead and switch things up.
I mean, I am a big Kevin Owens fan, but I don't think he's even done anything ever since winning the title. I mean, nothing's like, has even Triple H even been on necessarily like just once ever since turning on Seth Rollins? Has he even been on to being his bodyguard?
Well, it's been very forgettable. So it's just I don't know if it's been forgettable because Chris Jericho has been so hot. Chris Jericho's stealing the show each and every week. He's got the catchphrases. He's got the T-shirts even now. So he's the guy. So Kevin Owens will really get a boost when those two collide. And for that reason, he will probably keep the title because Chris Jericho might end up interfering or vice versa tonight with Kevin Owens interfering and Seth Rollins bout with Chris Jericho. And so we'll go ahead and get those two bumping knuckles here and start throwing some fists.
I mean, the only thing is, like, you, Shane, and everyone else, of course, I do not believe Kevin Owens is worthy of going into WrestleMania as a main eventer this early. Do you think to be going in as champion this fast?
No. Well, I mean, with the right matchup, but the thing is, it's been so boring. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him at this point. And who do we have joining us here? Mr. Jared, am I pronouncing that correctly?
Oh, we got Thomas. Is he here?
Yes. It says Jared on the thing, so I didn't know.
I don't know if there's
He may have he doesn't talk. Is he
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're speaking through a McDonald's fast food.
Yeah, well, this is my first time on the laptop. I was trying to use my phone, but it's all right. I'm trying to do both things at once. I'm watching Roadblock and I'm trying to talk at the same time.
Yes. And it looks like we're gonna get the WWE Tag Team titles up first as the New Day has made their way.
Yeah.
In a very Mexican. Oh no, that's a Christmas garb. Excuse me. I thought we got Christmas in a week. I was thinking they were going.
I know it was next Sunday.
Yeah, it jumped up on us. But this is not a Mexican flag, people. It is the Budios. I thought they were getting multicultural for the Roadblock.
I'll be dead, Dallas and Thomas. I'll be dead. I repeat. I'll be dead if they do this once again, like they did a Nikki Bella moment. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we beat good.
Oh.
And then, okay, we can switch the titles once again because this has just been a whole friggin' joke all of a sudden for Demolition because they broke the record for them.
Well, that's what it's all about. Make a little history, get a little recognition, a little attention, and move on. So, yeah, they're just so over.
Xavier Woods is really really putting on was quite a work.
It's just gonna. I think they can expand without having this without having the titles at this point. If they really want to push Cesaro and Sheamus as a tag team, I know, John, we were talking about how hot they were after that 7-battle series, and then they're starting to fade a little bit. So if they lose here, that tag team could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a title change here could really save Cesaro and Sheamus.
So you're talking about New Day? I missed you for a sec.
Well, the New Day is so over right now. If they lost the titles right now, they could keep running. Like, it doesn't affect them one way or another at this point. They're just so hot.
I would agree with you there. Yeah.
Crowd's going in unison. They're all over it. I'm not sold on the Cesaro tag team, and I know how to.
No.
Especially with them signing Chris Hero, man, that's got a lot of people drooling and salivating on a possible Hero Cesaro alignment again. But we know Hero will probably take probably a decent stint in NXT before he makes it to the main roster. So,
well, it's been said that he's not necessarily going to be signing, if I'm not mistaken. Did they just say that? He'll just
really? And I'm sorry, he's just so big now. I understand he's still athletic, but his body, his frame is not meant to be that big. So it's really, it looks really weird. And I don't know, health-wise, they talk about the grind of being on the road on the WWE schedule, and I'm sure he's pretty active on the independent scene, but not expanding as much as the WWE does. And I don't know. I just got to imagine if they got to get him in that NXT Performance Center and get him in better shape. He's commenting on his shape. He says he feels comfortable about it, but I don't know. It just doesn't look natural.
I mean, I see him a lot of times. I'm going to be seeing him again on the 29th when I go to Beyond Wrestling. That may possibly be his last show. I mean, he has been doing great ever since he's been with JT Dunn. I mean, I swear to God. I mean, he's really done great for his age. I mean, he's almost reaching 40. Like, it's not that easy when you get to the 40s, but he's really not been that bad. I'm assuming it's actually my second favorite on the indie circuit, so I wouldn't be that shocked. But I just don't hope they don't bury him like they did. I don't even remember the last time what they even did with him when they did. Did they even get put on the live shows, or was it just the like tapings?
I honestly don't remember his stint in the WWE. I don't even remember it being that long. So
yeah, it wasn't long at all.
It's only up from here. Now, John, I know you're all over this. How often? I know we've got the Freebirds rules looking like it's going to be in place for the SmackDown new tag team, the Wyatts. How often? I rarely see, if ever. How often is it actually implied with the New Day? Does Xavier ever get into these matches?
I mean, he does. Well, haven't they been splitting it up a little bit? Maybe about who's going to be going into the matches, like we see a couple times. Like if you remember back with the Spirit Squad did. I remember the Spirit Squad did that when they had the belt.
Right. I just don't. I don't remember. I can't remember the last time I saw Xavier Woods.
He always cheats a lot too, also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not a terrible moment because I remember they weren't that much entertaining. Like, we all said that they had an awful start for the crowd and everything. Like, no one gave a shit. But all of a sudden, they've really improved ever since they've been turning faces with the trombone and everything.
And Cesaro and Sheamus are both known for their strength and being heavy hitters. So I think it'll be interesting to have a switch in style. The question is, if they do win tonight, you don't want to go too far ahead, but it seems like I don't know who's going to be there to challenge them outside of the New Day.
Man, I don't want to see another headbanger situation like you remember. Like they just brought in just for that tournament, if I'm not mistaken, and then what they're going to be doing once again, just for like, let's challenge you for the titles, blah, 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 for WrestleMania. Like, is that going to be even necessary? They're going to wait that long, and they're going to probably wait till tonight, like I said. They, okay, we beat the record. Now we can hand them over and have them change.
Yeah. Well, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that scenario. Let's go ahead and if we actually believe them. What was that?
Wow.
You know, it would be good if I talk about if you're going to give some momentum to Sheamus and Cesaro, and they're really moving well as a team right here. But if you want to have something amazing, save that run for WrestleMania, the title switch there. But this is you got to kick this pay-per-view off with a bang. I don't think too many people are enthusiastic about it anyway. So if you get that title change and say, "Oh my God!" After 400 days, 300 days, we've got a new champion crowned. Tune in to End of the Road and see what else great things will happen. You know, that may be the Kickstarter they need for this pay-per-view. So,
what team, by the way, Dales came in from NXT that came for SmackDown, though?
Came from NXT. You talking about Ascension? What team?
Yeah, I'm assuming that. I remember when the draft was going on, didn't a tag team get sent to SmackDown but not to Raw? From NXT, I can't remember.
NXT American Alpha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
like
about them?
Like, do you think they have the courage right now to go for the titles, even though they're on SmackDown?
Do I think they can go for the SmackDown titles?
Oh no, I'm saying like even before we get to the next draft, do you think out of nowhere they're going to be put to Raw, because I don't think they've been getting the much respect ever since we've gone on SmackDown.
That'd be interesting. We've spoken on Wednesday about possible drafts, possible brands trading picks before, and I got mixed feelings on trades just because I think they should open up a trading period. Is how you make that interesting. Not all 365 days is worth a trade. They've already teased it with Sami Zayn and then that ridiculous thing with Eva Marie trading them. But what do you do in a year's time to make it interesting? Instead of just using trades as a safety net where, okay, at any random point, we don't have anything going for American Alpha, so let's go ahead and at this point shift them over to SmackDown. No, let's do a trading period. They can open up that trading window for a month, 2 months. You know, they can make it whatever they want and make it interesting. That'll be another, storyline between both brands that will make it important. But if we're just trading people whenever for whatever, then the whole brand split is not going to be as special, I think. They're already interacting a lot, and if you keep swapping pieces, that makes it easier to have matches between guys faster instead of, oh my gosh, we haven't seen this guy in so long because they're on different brands. So I hope they get a shot, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, but I think you got to be very careful with trading people all willy-nilly, so it's not going to be as important. And what the heck is in the middle of Cesaro's belly button? I'm so confused by that. It looks like a black hole. I don't know if he's got like tar in his belly button. What the heck's going on
Yeah,
there?
obviously.
Maybe his hair, probably. His old actually pubic hair or something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like this is a clean sweep for the New Day. They're running rickshaw on these boys.
Uh-oh, knocked out
Oh.
Sheamus.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, wait, nope, he's getting out of it. He's getting out of it. Oh, Hurricane Run. Oh, wow.
I think we got a Shane on our hand, John.
Yeah, don't tell me, Thomas. Please don't tell me you're 30 seconds ahead.
You're
All
way
right,
ahead of
sorry.
us.
Sorry.
I knew this was gonna happen again.
What up, Courtney?
What is up?
Courtney, you
Hey,
in the dark
yeah.
like you in the bat cave or something.
Oh no, I got.
And now he's gone.
Yeah, I had to go get dinner for the kids. You know.
All right. You look like you're in a new location for this special edition.
Yeah.
I'm
on the couch. Y'all go get plates, and there are my kids in the back.
What up?
What is up?
Special appearance.
CJ, oldest kid, go get plates. Jazz, go wash your hands. Come on.
Yes, sir.
My kids want to make
I thought this match was over like 10 minutes ago, but apparently Cesaro is still alive and showing his strength. Dude is.
He's got the power.
Oh.
Thomas already got 2, I'm sure by now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Did you just see the neutralizer?
No. Oh man, I'm behind.
See, we got 4 people and we on 4 different tracks in this match.
I know, it was like,
I can't wait.
Thomas is done with the match.
See how
Thomas is in the main event.
oh no, here we go.
Huh?
Wow. Over the top of Cesaro. These guys are looking good, man. This is what we're saying.
Man, Cesaro pulling out Hurricane Ranas, man, is just nuts.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess not.
Hey, how far away are
Oh.
I'm on the Cesaro swing. Is that way behind?
I don't remember seeing the Hurricane Rana. I know Thomas said it like 30 minutes ago, but
Sorry.
John, have you seen the Hurricane Rana?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh.
Y'all must be
All
light years
right.
ahead.
Wait a minute. I think I know.
John and I are on the same. I think we're on the same loop. Y'all two, I don't know how y'all got so far ahead of us.
I'm watching on WWE Network. That's what I'm watching it on.
Wait, that's weird. Did he just duck the tag?
All right.
I'm so confused.
Oh!
Yeah, he got him.
God!
He got it.
Equalizer. Oh my goodness.
He got it, man.
Thomas, I knew what was
Look
going
at
to
Xavier. He's
happen.
like,
Big E with the
got
save.
you.
Wow. Oh.
Tag team.
No, man.
wow.
Don't
On
say
the
that.
money. Look at this. It's like really
Uh,
on the button.
All right. Hey, I gotta fix these kids some plates. All right. Stay
All
tuned.
right,
Fix
you
your
know, guys.
plates.
Yeah, take your time, you know.
You got the Dark Gamer in the in the chat. What up, Dark Gamer? Man, so Cesaro and Sheamus. That was I was a little confused there because Cesaro
Trouble in paradise.
went for a
One.
tag, but the tag was not made, and I thought he was doing it to tick off his tag team partner, but they were doing it to outsmart the New Day, and they're holding on to their titles.
Wow. All right. Show us
And-
show. Come on, Sheamus, get in there. Come on.
you want
Come
to
on.
thank you.
Oh, come on. What an idiot. Look at this. Really?
We got a face off here.
I mean, like Sheamus is a fucking badass.
Oh, now what, Sheamus?
Wow, what an idiot! Look at it. And there goes Cesaro out the crowd.
You serious? No.
Hey,
Really? What? I mean, so he's going from. So is Sheamus a heel, or is he so good? I don't know. I don't get this. I don't get it.
What's going on?
No.
So,
No.
if you've been following Xavier Woods on Twitter, there's been a lot of props going back and forth between Cesaro, TJ Wilson, who were formerly a tag team, and the New Day, and they were giving each other's props for making this whole thing happen, which was interesting before this bout. So they were giving credit for what a great run the New Day had, and they were celebrating the friendship between Cesaro, TJ Wilson, and the New Day. And then in this match, Cesaro and Sheamus go over. They get the win, and Cesaro embraces the New Day, and again celebrating. And then Sheamus, does what he does. He steals the title away from them, and as Cesaro celebrating in the crowd. It's actually a really cool, really interesting moment.
This kind of reminds me of Undertaker and Steve Austin for a moment when Undertaker walked out with both belts.
Oh yeah, I remember that one, John.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that one.
Yep.
Kevin Owens. Oh boy.
All right, so that's interesting, very interesting, and that's what we were saying. It's kind of how we were calling what we thought was going to happen. We got after the long run, immediately let's get the titles off them. Let's start somebody up, and then also let's kick this pay-per-view off with a bang. Let's get that title change. Maybe get some activity on Twitter, and then possibly get some people tuning into the network. So, and I hate the name of this pay-per-view, by the way. I always forget what it is. What a horrible, horrible name. Out of all the names,
it's the second one this year, isn't it? The second Roadblock.
Right.
The Roadblock
I think
was
so.
before
It's the second one.
Yeah. So why do they have to do a second? Is it like an in your house again when they have to have it in your house several times a year?
The longest reigning WWE history.
I don't know why they're doing that. I just it was just in March, and they added the tagline for this one, end of the line, but it's end of my memory. I can't remember this pay-per-view. It's horrible, and it makes it so hard to search because the other pay-per-view that so many people have commented on, tweeted on, and made that a higher authority on their website. So when you're tweeting for Roadblock, you're getting stuff that's already happening, and it's confusing. Like, why am I getting these results? This guy's not champion anymore. What's going on? So just for those basic web search reasons, it's a stupid idea to repeat the names of the pay-per-view. So
Now what?
all right, so where y'all at now? I'm on the Kevin Owens backstage segment.
Yes. So Kevin Owens has got a present. I assume it's going to be for his best friend, but Chris Jericho looks like he smells something funky coming out of Kevin Owens' beard. And
I want to make it up to you for the last reason. It's the holidays and everything's on. I got you.
Two.
it'll be interesting.
I'm sure it's a picture.
Here.
A new scarf.
Holiday scarf.
You know that doesn't cost thousands of dollars. This is way below Chris Jericho's standards. Ooh. So the question is, does this thing erupt at the Rumble? Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho? There's no way it makes it to Mania. No way.
It can't. It shouldn't make him to Mania.
It might, you know.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Jericho and Kevin Owens for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I told you, it's gonna be like if he.
San Texas. It's gonna be at.
I mean, if he does go into WrestleMania, he's definitely not going to be put into the main event. I know right away because, like we see many times, they get screwed up for the main event picture for the WWE title, even though it's the goddamn Universal title. That is nothing big. So he's going to be probably put in the middle, but he's not going to be famous for whatever the main event's going to be, which probably may be Cena once again if he gets put up with Undertaker.
TV is up really loud, and that's John. But I'm really intrigued by this storyline because I think it's been a long time since we've seen an absolute beast in the WWE, and that's what they're trying to make Braun Strowman out to be. And it's kind of weird that they're throwing in time limits, something that outside of the Cruiserweight Classic, which was stupid to have a time limit on the Cruiserweight Classic, and none of the matches exceed the time limit, which is kind of ridiculous to me. But it's interesting that they brought it back for this bout.
Well, because on Raw, I believe Foley said he wouldn't last 10 minutes with Braun Strowman. I think that's where the time limit comes from. Right.
But back in the day, every match had this was a 10, this was a 20, this is a 30, this is an hour. Every match had a time limit.
Yeah.
Because it made sense. TV, you have to map out your time on TV. Can't have every match on the card have infinite minutes. Otherwise, you could have one match that takes up the entire show. Kind of like the old school UFC pay-per-views that just went on forever, it seems. So the fact that they're acknowledging time limits is kind of weird in a time where nothing is ever mapped out, nothing is ever timed out. But I understand the challenge. I understand the reasoning. I just kind of, being one of the fans that were around when we had time limits, and it made sense. It also gives another finish where some matches don't actually make it to the time limit.
Man,
slow.
Hey, low key, not low key, but I'm just saying a low key winner of tonight is JoJo in that dress. I should have picked JoJo. Man, listen.
I hope your wife's in the other room, sir.
Oh, she's not here.
You were safe.
So,
10 minutes, really? Wow.
I see Sami has on new pants today. Always exciting when a guy breaks out some new tights, right? Right?
Well, it's a special occasion. He's about to get a mud hole stomped into him by Mr. Strowman.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah.
I hope he beats him in 2 minutes instead of 10.
Let's go, Sami. I know. What's
the clock begins. Zayn must last 10 minutes. Sami Zayn wanted this.
Okay. Hey.
This is a weird concept too, because all he's got to do is run around for 10 minutes. And does that mean he wins if he lasts the 10 minutes, right?
I guess so.
So just run around for 10 seconds, 9 seconds outside the ring, slide in, and just keep repeating this. It's kind of but I mean, he's a fighter, so that's kind of not the point. Sami Zayn thinks he can beat this guy.
I can't believe they tried. Hey, Mick Foley straight up tried to play him though, trade him for Eva Marie straight up.
Yeah, Eva Marie. Yeah, that was kind of cold, and that got Mick heat for some reason. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're supposed to be loving the divas. How could you insult them like this?" But I'm like, "Come on now. That's just a no-brainer. Nobody would want on their resume traded to another brand for Eva Marie as your fair compensation. It'd be like Michael Jordan getting traded for Muggsy Bogues or something. Maybe not even Muggsy. Strowman is a big boy.
He is.
You know what's going to be great? I think they continue to build this guy up. And I think to build him up to where he's like a main event player or pretty close to that. And I would love for him to join back with the Wyatts.
I agree.
Just because I'm a massive fan of Bray.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time.
Who went out over the ropes and landed straight on his feet.
Like, I don't remember the last time a huge monster decided to go for a title right after the Great Khali or probably Mark Henry.
Yeah, but the thing is, Great Khali, nobody believed him.
Of course.
Right. Even though
So, yeah, they just couldn't get that guy over. Braun's huge. He's still green, but he's got opportunity to do some stuff. But he's got to be careful because, like, the Big Show is big and as massive as he is.
Well, was.
Well, he's still big and massive.
yeah.
But they have the luster has just it faded off of him so quickly. So they've got to find a way not to happen with Big Show. I don't even know what that is. And I don't know what Braun Strowman's doing with his tongue there, waving it back and forth. It's kind of creeping me out. But they got to make sure that doesn't happen to him. He's just so big. So what's the likelihood that he just beats the tar out of Sami Zayn for 10 minutes? He survives, but just barely. It just feels like the way it's going to go.
I missed this, by the way. Is this supposed to be like an Iron Man match for submission or something?
No, it's not. I assume if Braun Strowman if either of them get the pin, it's over.
Yeah.
But I guess if Zayn lasts 10 minutes, he wins too. I don't know if they announced it while we were talking.
Well, they didn't say anything like that.
Didn't Mick Foley say the contract was going to be up? If he loses, he's going to SmackDown?
But if he gets his brains bashed in but doesn't get pinned in 10 minutes, that's a victory because he lasts 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's a crazy concept. Doesn't make much sense.
I think he'll be the one to beat Braun Strowman. Who makes us think Sami Zayn will be the one?
And he shouldn't be. Definitely should not be. Sami Zayn's in like a no man's land.
They should have never put him on Raw in the first place.
Definitely not.
You should have kept him on NXT, I think.
Nah, he was there forever. He had to go. He had to go from NXT. But the thing is, they just stretched. They keep using his feud with Kevin Owens to just throw away, to throw them together when they quickly need something. It's just as a crutch. It's just really, it's not a good position for him. he needs to. I think he needs to be in the cruiserweight division. I don't know if I would imagine Zayn's under 205. They're one. Let me see here. But and they're trying to get over the new guys in the cruiserweight division, and I get that, and that's fine. But man, it would be nice to see him in that division. But eventually, they'll probably do that when fresh matchups are needed. 3 minutes left. Mick Foley's out for what reason?
I smell
Mick Foley
looking at the towel.
Foley.
He's a member of the Whites. Has he got tax in that bag? He's got a bag. He's got to be taxed.
No, that's a towel.
Yeah.
Boy,
that's a towel.
This reminds me of actually Bob Backlund matches with the white towel.
Yep.
Yeah, but do y'all even feel at this moment he's been beaten up that bad? I know he hasn't had that much offense in, but it doesn't look that bad.
This part right here just looks like Foley's lost a ton of weight. I just realized that.
100 pounds.
He looks odd too, with all that hair and
The clock is still going down. Look at this. I don't
Good
get
weight.
that. Hey, stop the
Wait,
clock.
there's no count out?
Hey, 2 minutes and 20.
So
What the?
I don't want you.
I'm so confused by this.
Stop the clock.
Everybody's on the outside. The ref is not. He hasn't stopped the clock, and he's not
Yeah,
counting
exactly.
them out.
Stop the clock. Oh, uh-oh.
You got to do one or the other. You got to either stop the clock or you got to
Uh-oh.
count them both out, and it's over.
Oh, come on.
This is so weird.
Wait, stop it. Yeah, look at this. What the hell?
Sami Zayn doesn't feel like Sami Zayn was beaten to the point of a towel needing to be thrown in.
I'm not leaving.
I don't get this. Why is Braun Strowman not fighting this dude? Sitting there for 7 minutes watching them
Strowman through damn.
talk on the outside. Doesn't make any sense.
Strowman through the
Oh! Wow. Wow.
All right.
Hey man, I live for seeing people plow through that, whether it's Braun Strowman or Nia Jax.
I guess we got a spoiler alert. Thanks for that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, jeez.
By the count out. What
I'm
the
sorry.
hell?
That's
What the hell? Oh! Wow. Right into it.
So I guess, Thomas, you're 1 minute behind because we've got 60 seconds almost left.
Well, I know. Well, 28 seconds, Sean. I know.
you're 60 seconds ahead of us.
Yeah. I don't know what it is with this. The reception.
8, 7, 6.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, 10 seconds.
Paluma kick.
Y'all are so ahead of us.
6. Oh!
Where is Shane when we need him to know how far he's going to
Oh,
be?
the clock. Oh, no.
There's no way I can put my.
Is that it?
All right, y'all need to pause. Y'all tape or something. Less. And now
You're the one there that's behind the most every time.
I am. I'm at 6 seconds. Where are you, John?
It's all over.
Well, 0 for me. I went down to 0.
It's just at 0. That was annoying.
Predicted.
That was pretty annoying. That was.
All that
It made no sense whatsoever.
Like you knew that was going to happen once Foley came down. I mean, they blew like 2 minutes, outside the ring like that.
Evan Brown.
I actually paused it, so I'm even further behind now.
They're just showing the replay.
I wish I could fast forward it. I'm on a Fire Stick.
Boy.
I'm gonna try.
I'm on the PS4 right now. Watching it.
I'm gonna try and switch over to the Xbox.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the Xbox.
I'm on the PS4 too, so it seems actually the game systems are much faster for it.
I don't know. I used to be on my Xbox and I was always behind, so for me it really probably doesn't matter. But I'm gonna switch over while we're in between matches. But that was so predictable. The time runs out, he still gets the win, and I grabbed the wrong remote. But all right, so we're kind of predictable in this pay-per-view here. We'll see if it picks up from here. I don't really know how any of the other bouts would go. So those are wide open to me.
We just had one match, right? The pre-show?
Just one match in the pre-show. It was pretty forgettable. The Enzo had a decent promo. Coming out. Cutting on Lana. So.
Was that okay? So Rusev and Cass hasn't had their match yet.
Yeah, they had theirs. It was the opening.
Oh, really?
It was on the opening match. Yeah. I think it was a count out. Yeah, Rusev won by count out.
Oh, Rusev won by count out.
All right, who's on your screen right now for a frame of reference?
They're them announcing the UK tournament.
Yep, same here.
Okay, I'm just trying to see because I switched the systems to see if I was any quicker. All right, tell me as soon as the promo ends. And that's very interesting that Nigel McGuinness is back after he was let go. It was announced like a week before, or maybe even a couple days before that he was done with ROH. But I thought that was just storyline done. I didn't realize he was actually done with the company, and all of a sudden he is. Did it just finish for y'all?
Just about to now. Here we go.
In Blackpool, England, where we will crown the first ever WWE United Kingdom champion.
And what do y'all think about the United Kingdom Championship that they're unveiling?
It's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah. That's another belt.
I think it's. Well, the question is, does that move to the way Triple H made it sound that they would get a weekly special almost? Is that how y'all interpret it? Because he said, okay, 205, the Cruiserweight started with the special, and then within 2 months or whatever the time frame was, they got their own TV show. So if people actually tune into the UK show, do they get their own special? And then slowly we start seeing this thing expand. I have no idea what countries they would go to next. Maybe they try India again because they, obviously everybody's trying to tap in that. TNA had their own little TV series in India for a year or two or however long that went. A Raka Khan thing. But that would be interesting if they could start establishing territories all around the world, and then the world title be a legit world title. That would be pretty bad. And maybe they go to Mexico next. I would think Mexico, depending on how the governing, be very interesting.
They said for the network, right?
Yeah, for the network.
Yeah, I think they're kind of going a little too far with the championships every month after month after the Cruiserweight came, I think. You think?
What was that, John?
Do you think they're going a little too far with these new championships? Like what I'm seeing after
Well, we need content for the network. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
Getting more people to subscribe. Get that. It's right now about 1.5 people they reported. So it's all about getting that revenue up. How do you get the revenue up? More live content. You know, only a certain fan base will tune in to watch pay-per-views only and old content. But if you start expanding around the globe, okay, our own guys in the UK are now on WWE programming. Well, guess what? You're probably going to expand on your UK brand and get some more subscribers there. Let's bring this thing to Mexico. Get a Mexican championship title. Let's expand our viewership in Mexico. Let's go down to Brazil. Let's go to China. You know, wherever they can. This is all about being a global brand and expanding their brand. It's an awesome idea. If they can have a special show every night, I tune in. I enjoy NXT and I enjoy 205 Live mostly because they're only hour shows and they important stuff they can leave out all the fillers. So I would tune into these specials that they produce only on the network.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. Do I have? So I just a stupid idiot. Wow.
All right, I'm gonna tweet out again.
I know. I
What's
saw
the
that.
odds?
That's what
Kevin
you're seeing,
Steen.
Thomas, with the signs and everything?
Excuse me, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Interrupts this match some way, somehow. Anybody know?
It's Seth freaking Rollins. That's what they should call him. And they announce him Seth freaking Rollins.
I can't hear anybody. Something must be going on with my headset here.
Please a couple of times anyway.
Oh, excuse me.
All right, this is probably going to be the match of the night right here. This is, I think, the People's main event.
I think this probably will go back to WrestleMania 19 moment with Shawn Michaels and Jericho.
Shawn Michaels and Jericho. That good, huh?
Yeah,
That was a very enjoyable bout.
I know it's because they're like Seth Rollins is just like his athletic ability. It's just like almost as Shawn's was back in the day.
Yeah.
I swear it's amazing to me watching foreign people talk.
Boy, with Chinese announcers, Russian announcer, boy. I mean, how many announcers can they have for one pay-per-view?
All right, Jericho with the Mardi Gras tights and boots. But I love the fact that Jericho, you know, the little subtle things that dudes do. The fact that he has gold on the back of his trunk. Amazing.
Jericho is so in touch with his character and the fans' reactions. He's able to take how they respond to what he says or does and just turn it up to 1,000.
By the way, wasn't his contract supposed to come up by the end of the year? If I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea. I asked him yesterday when I saw him. He didn't want to talk money stuff.
I thought he was going to go back to his band after the end of the year. I thought I would.
That would be a shame. He's been so over right now. This has probably been his best run outside is his run with HBK.
Yeah.
Mm.
In WWE history, this is his 140th pay-per-view match. 26-year career for Chris Jericho, only 404. Undertaker, Triple H, John Cena. Jericho giving a little gift to Jericho. WWE pay-per-view match. You like that gift for Christmas for him?
That's pretty bad tattoo he's got with. Is that Jason in the Canadian flag, or is that just a standard hockey player? I'd assume that's Jason.
This Jericho cost Seth Rollins championship. Rollins has not forgotten that. Very deep question. Focused on that. Seth Rollins focused on Jericho. Case in point right there. In fact, not for Jericho on 3 different occasions. You make the point that Seth Rollins would be.
Only thing is, if Kevin Owens doesn't interrupt this match, no point. Because you got Seth Rollins, who's awesome facing the champion, somehow gets stuck with the best friend. I don't think a win over the best friend involves you to number one contendership.
It's going to interfere, but cost Jericho the match.
Here's the cover by Chris. Kevin Owens trying to patch things up with Jericho. Says something about Jericho's focus in this match, realizing how important it is to try to capture a win over Seth.
Does anybody listen to let's see, whose podcast was that? The Bruce Pritchard podcast.
No, but I heard it's like probably the best wrestling podcast out.
It is so good.
That's what I hear.
Oh man, it's so good because all he does is go over what happened and insert timeline. What happened this week was what happened with the Royal Rumble in 1997, because we got the 20th anniversary coming up, and he told that WWE was trying, or they were interested in buying AAA in Mexico, which had previously never been acknowledged, I believe, or never been said, which is really weird, because what would WWE do with AAA in Mexico?
Right.
It's kind of weird. So, but yeah, definitely tune into his podcast, man, because he breaks down. Okay, he talked about because they had a lot of AAA guys in that Rumble. John, I don't know if you remember Mask, your favorite Rumble.
Which one was it?
1997, where Stone Cold won.
Oh yeah.
So they talked about Stone Cold and his run that led him up. They covered everything that happened with HBK versus Sid Vicious, and that originally was supposed to be Vader, but Vader sucked, and Shawn Michaels made them switch off. So he tells like all the interesting details.
You're talking about Vader for the title shot.
Okay. Right, he was supposed to get it, but he was crap. He was overweight and all kinds of stuff. And
like we always said, after SummerSlam,
they pulled
down the toilet. There was nowhere for him to go after SummerSlam '96.
Yeah, they immediately after one match, Shawn Michaels said, "Nope, we ain't doing this," and they switched it. So,
yep.
But definitely tune in. He just drops gem after gem. That
I just downloaded it.
I want to get you guys thought the Royal Rumble DVD that recently came out.
Oh yeah.
What?
I wanted to get your opinions on the DVD that just came out for the Royal Rumble, because when I
was actually, you know, John, I was watching on the WWE Network. It's a World Cup with sneak of it, and I was telling my friend about it. It looks very interesting, you know, and I do want to get it also because it tells kind of like who actually almost invented Royal Rumble. And I was telling my friend about it was actually Pat Patterson put up the idea about it.
Yep, that's right. Like the only situation about the Royal Rumble, like I'm sure you guys are gonna probably agree with me on this. Like, where the hell was 1992, which everyone predicts is the all-time best when Flair won the belt?
Right, yeah.
That's the only situation I have with DVD. I mean, the storytelling I always love, but I believe it's just 1 hour and 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, and all of a sudden they put all the way into matches that aren't even necessarily a Rumble match. Like, they got to put the Royal Rumble from SmackDown 2004 in there, and they had to have it on SmackDown for the #1 contender at WrestleMania 20 when Eddie Guerrero won it.
Yeah. I agree.
So smart by Jericho, utilizing the referee's
What happened? All of a sudden, my network stopped.
I know.
How
Me too. I have it before also.
What?
Keep doing that also all the time.
Now it's still going.
Let's not forget. Pedigree, Chris Jericho to the top of the card. Jericho won.
My network just went down. I still forgot to pay my
Jericho just
pay my bill here.
you're gonna embarrass Rollins.
That.
So that's a smart decision.
But back on the Rumble, the
Jericho takes over again.
according to that podcast,
Right there.
Pat Patterson always booked it. Sometimes Jim Cornette booked the Rumble with Pat Patterson, and then they would lock themselves in, and they wouldn't tell Vince what was going on until a couple days before, because he'd always want to pick it apart and basically screw things up. So
Did they bring up about?
very interesting podcast.
Did they bring up anything about the
Little
first
peek behind the curtain.
Did they bring up anything about the first Rumble that got screwed up because there wasn't a time limit for that one because of Bravo's lifting?
And it's good to see Seth Rollins and Jericho are. I just kind of want to fast forward because it doesn't feel like there's anything. There's nothing to the winner or loser of this bout.
Yeah, this match is kind of boring.
You said it was going to be the last of the night, Dallas. Has it gone anywhere?
I can't even see mine. It's small in the magnifying glass.
Things been going super long.
And another one.
Oh, you're not going to get $20. I don't give a shit. Don't ask for that. You volunteer. Next time somebody asks you about volunteering, you get it. Not interested. I got it.
Has the Big Show been back on TV since he dropped all his weight?
Yeah, he was back.
Yeah,
like last week.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Not this past Monday, but the Monday before last.
It's a little disappointing. I mean, he's in the best shape he's probably been in years. He can close out his run with the bang, but yet, you know, he's all about the. I get this. He's all about letting the young guys shine. It just seems like with Raw being so wide open, it'd be great for him to get that one big push for possible a title. But I guess we're getting him and Shaq, 3 years too late.
well, he said he was going to have one more match. He said he was going to have one more match when another MMA fighter, if I'm not mistaken, at WrestleMania. Wasn't that said?
I'm sorry. What was that? My headphones are jacked right now.
Didn't he say he was going to want to have just one more match at WrestleMania with another MMA fighter?
Who? Big Show?
Yeah, didn't they say that? I could be wrong.
What MMA? I don't know. Maybe I know. All the talk right now is he's fighting Shaq. Shaq said it was signed. Shaq's called him out. They've been back and forth on TMZ. On Shaq's podcast, they talk about it all. Every 3 or 4 shows that he's getting ready. He's training.
Wrestle.
What?
He's fighting Shaq at WrestleMania. Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah. John was asking about an MMA guy, which I haven't heard anything about MMA.
Yeah, I may have mispronounced it. It's been a little while. Probably.
Yeah, it's all about It's all.
Oh,
Unless
damn
they
it,
were
they
talking
went down.
about-
What the hell, man?
Tap.
Ah, damn it.
Suicide dive right on the hook, taking out Jericho.
Come on, stupid idiot.
Experienced after Chris Jericho, how quickly once again able to turn this match back around in his favor.
Maybe the MMA guy you were talking about is maybe Conor McGregor. I don't know. I wouldn't.
That's probably who.
I wouldn't waste them on. I wouldn't waste them on Big Show. But I mean, I doubt he comes. Maybe the latest talk is female Paige Van Zandt. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Paige Van Zandt. Star, she's a UFC fighter. She
lost last.
Yeah, she got worked pretty quickly. But they're just pushing her because she's young and people think she looks good. So
apparently they, she's cute.
What was that?
Yeah.
You haven't said something?
No, Courtney said something, but it was going. His thing was messing up.
That time it didn't pay off for Seth Rollins.
All right, we need to fast forward this match somehow. There's just not enough in it to get invested in.
It's just hard for me to get into this.
Super hard. There's just nothing.
Yeah, his actually thinks froze. It froze.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Courtney. Courtney, you got your mouth open, your hand above your head, look like you're posing. Courtney, what's going on with you, dog?
This isn't the first time. I remember it froze many times ago.
I'm being bored to a stupor by this match.
You must be. It looks really odd.
And I like these guys, man. I like both of them, but geez, this match isn't for anything. It's a grudge match.
Yeah, makes it really hard to get into.
Whoa!
Wow, nice counter by Jericho.
Nice.
Didn't know Chris still had that in him.
Oh! I don't know if he's even gonna do it though, but
Bang. Bye-bye.
Tap out.
I'm kind of shocked we haven't seen Kevin Owens yet.
Yeah, that. I mean, you gotta tie Kevin. You gotta tie these two competitors with the world title match. You have to.
what a kick!
First ever. Oh yeah, so far ahead of me.
I was about to tell Thomas that he has to do a Shane moment. He has to pause it.
Oh,
for
that's
a
it.
second.
Here we go. Of course.
Both Shane and
Oh no! I
Thomas
heard
and
it
Courtney.
comes. The perpetrator.
Ooh, man.
Now here's the kick. Ooh. And there it is.
There's the kick. John and I are on the same string. John and I are rolling on the same string. Y'all two are unnecessarily
Wow.
fast.
Oh. No.
All right. We knew Kevin Owens finally gets involved.
He's like, I don't need you. I don't need you. Fuck you.
And of course, because he's paying so much attention to Owens, he lost.
It's over.
Over.
Oh.
It's not over in our land. So y'all hush your mouths.
Oh, same exact. Wow, this is it. It's wow. The same exact move. Wow.
All of you.
Same exact freaking reversal. Wow.
I saved your life.
Wow. Jesus, Swann.
Oh no.
Game over.
That's it. Yep.
No. Oh no.
Let's see.
Damn it.
All right. This match is officially over. The heavens almighty.
I don't think you've been bringing up Dallas. By the way, I'm can't times lately they've been doing on the fans. Have you? With Shane?
No.
Yeah, they've been doing that quite often a lot lately.
Yeah, we haven't.
I'm so glad this match is over.
I didn't barely hear you.
No, we haven't talked about it at all. I haven't really paid attention to it, to be honest. I haven't really noticed the camera shots on fans. But this, I guess, this whole thing to evolve the feud further, that Chris Jericho and Kevin Steen aren't getting along. So now does since Kevin Steen interfered in his match, cost him, Chris Jericho, I would assume, is going to try and interfere in the World Heavyweight, or the Universal tonight. So
who cares?
Yeah. Seth Rollins gets the win. That means he's probably still in the world title picture, but
I can't wait for that. Yeah. Trying to get tickets.
Where gonna be it?
Orlando.
Oh, I wonder what match is coming.
Yeah, I'm trying to get tickets through my boss, but I don't know.
I don't know. We got Sasha and Charlotte, Rich Swann for the Cruiserweight title, and then Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I think it's about to be the triple threat match.
Yeah. They need to put them on because
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was a bore fest, obviously.
It was a bore fest. They need to get us back up and running. I think they probably should put Charlotte and Sasha on to spice things up.
I mean, it's only 30 minutes for that match. Iron Man match or Iron Woman match. Should rename it.
I don't know.
But and hopefully this is the last of their going back and forth for a minute. Let's get somebody else into this mix real quick. Because
I would definitely go with Bayley. I would definitely go with Bayley because Bayley is back on Raw. She had Bayley come into the picture. I mean, she's already done with with Daniel Brooke. So I feel that Bayley should come into the picture.
What happened to I forgot her name.
Nia Jax.
Yes. Where is she? Is she done?
I haven't
That's what I'm always
seen her
saying.
since the last pay-per-view.
What was that?
It's fine, boy.
I don't know where she is, but I mean, did they lose faith in her or something? Because she was looking all sorts of vicious, getting her squash match on, and
Yeah, I haven't seen her since the Raw after Survivor Series.
Is it just because of that tap out? Is it just because of that?
I don't know. She was looking very beastly.
Wow, tomorrow night for that match again.
That's the Cruiserweights.
There it is. That's it. Mike called it.
That's what.
Hell, the man with the plan.
I gotta stop this. So
What the hell is on?
get cut out.
Oh, he has on a flag.
Kind of looks almost like a
So
picture of
far,
the Triple H logo. A skeleton.
Oh, we got Austin Aries.
Hey, there
Is
he
he
is.
on the mic? Is Austin Aries on the mic?
Commentary.
That'll
He's
be
on
interesting.
commentary.
I wonder if they're transitioning him out or if he's just building up, some kind of momentum to jump into the 205 crew. I would assume that's the plan.
Well, he's supposed to be out for like 6 months. Or
Oh,
longer
is
than
he
that.
injured? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, I was
That's
so
why he's doing
clueless.
commentary.
Oh, okay. Well, great. That's good for him because that builds him up, keeps him on TV, and he would be perfect to jump up into this mix because they need veteran presence.
Yeah. Dang!
Have y'all been watching 205?
I haven't.
No.
Not me, not really.
It's okay.
Is Austin Aries even necessary a cruiserweight, in your opinion?
Yes, 100%. Because I know we're in a younger, a lighter era. This is not 1985, but he still feels super small.
Who is this?
Austin Aries.
Oh, yeah, he does. But
So,
I mean, hey.
he could do it. If all of a sudden he jumps in because I'm not all that impressed with him on the mic, but I know a lot of people are. So I can't really discount him if he jumps in that mix. But I just think 205 would be a better fit for him. So
Probably.
I think he could really elevate some of these young guys. So. And plus, with them on the commentary each and every week, those who are following 205 Live will get really familiar with them, and it'll make it, really interesting when he jumps into this mix. So it'll be a real natural transition.
Oh, so now they're doing what Raw Talk?
Raw Talk, yeah. Wow, that's new.
Yeah.
And of course, me and John on normal time have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Announced Raw Talk, right? Which I guess is what is a SmackDown show? Talking Smack. It's supposed to be like the same thing, I guess.
See, I hate the formula for Talking Smack. Okay, let's bring a guy in. Let's have him yell at Daniel Bryan and storm off, and all of a sudden he's cut this amazing clip that we could put in 30 seconds on Twitter. Like, the formula is so obvious. It's super annoying, and I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they don't do that same formula on Raw. But I find it the pre-show is interesting. Now they kick lead off, and they kick old man Jerry Lawler off, and now they're putting on the the radio personality, Sam Roberts and Rosenberg. How y'all feel about them introducing the radio personalities into?
That was a big surprise.
Oh,
I'm kind of pissed off that they got rid of Lita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like Rosenberg. I like
Brian
listening to his
Kendrick in the
podcast.
accident.
Although I do think, on that podcast he kind of like puts himself over a little bit too much. But I like Rosenberg. I don't mind Sam Roberts. I actually just subscribed to his podcast this morning, so I'm gonna check that out. But I've only ever heard him on Rosenberg's podcast.
Oh, really? I've listened on YouTube to a couple of his interviews, and it just seems like a conversation, like he's so familiar with the WWE talent. So I think it's a natural transition. It kind of gives a little credibility to the even though I'm sure they're just working storylines like everybody else, but it's pretty cool. I like the transition to have one of these.
Hey.
I think I've done it a few times for it. Oh, I can't. And Swann now using TJ Perkins. Watching somebody Kendrick. And Perkins breaking things up. Fast-paced action that makes 205 Live the most exciting hour on TV.
It's very interesting out of the 16 guys, some of which didn't sign contracts, that these three are the turn out to be the stars of this, the guys that they're focusing on for this. I didn't think Rich Swann, when I saw the 16 entrants into that 205 Cruiserweight Classic, I didn't think Rich Swann would be the guy that comes out shining out of that.
He lands on the apron. Rich Swann's top of Kendrick to me still seems a little out.
Boy, look at Brian. He's like pulling Corolla.
The action has been great so far in this Cruiserweight bout.
Not seen anything like this all day. Pay-per-view.
What did you just say?
So what did you say?
Well, I am enjoying this match more than I enjoyed Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Yo, who has that beeping in the background?
That's my wife burning brownies. Huh? Apparently she didn't appreciate that comment. Let me correct it. My wife is cooking brownies. And they didn't turn out burnt. So the note I read. I would love for them to sign AR Fox to this division, but I think he probably has an exclusive contract with Lucha Underground right now.
Who?
AR Fox.
Super damn incredible. I've seen him at probably 4 shows that I've been at. I mean, he's doing.
You've seen it?
I think he's the only African American that doesn't get enough credit for WWE.
Man, Rich Swann, you better not tap out.
Who's that, John?
I know.
Oh,
Did you say?
AR Fox that you were talking about.
Okay. I thought you said someone else. Yeah. I think in a year or two, with him being on Lucha Underground, get a little bit of shine there. I think he'll get it. But I mean, not that I don't know him, but it just seems like maybe he's had. I don't know. I'm not gonna go there, so I'll leave that alone. But yeah, a year or two, I think we'll see our Fox in the WWE if the Cruiserweight's still around.
It doesn't matter. BJP does not have to break it. Like Perkins going to hang on to the knee bar as long as it does. I don't know what releases.
Jonathan Gresham is another one, another Cruiserweight that could line up this division. And both Gresham and AR Fox are out of Curtis Hughes' camp. I don't know what you wooing about. I guess I'll see you about
you retained it. Holy crap.
Again.
And the crowd was just totally not into this, which sucks. So better than the last.
Well, they might be still recovering because that match was so long and lame that we just now getting the double super kicks, and that kick is on point all the time from Rich Swann. He does that kick so phenomenal.
Double super kick though, man.
Yeah, that kick was better than anything we saw out of X-Fox and Just Incredible back in the day when they used to throw it.
Yeah.
But I love that kick out of Rich Swann.
Oh.
Man.
Oh no, I think we know what's coming.
Dog, they still have him with that stupid cape.
Wow.
Y'all ahead of us. Meet y'all, Mike.
I'd love to. I know everybody else is loving it.
Oh, Neville. Wow. How many times have we been saying this?
Dang, he's big.
You need Neville in the Cruiserweight division.
That's just going. Oh.
No, my guy, Neville.
Wow. This is what we needed. So perfect for him. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Neville is stomping a mud hole.
Yes, Neville just
Man.
He's destroying.
Just turn heel. That's what.
I never knew Neville had this.
Wow.
Boy, he looks huge.
Oh, you hear the crowd chanting, "Thank you, Neville."
Yeah. I don't even remember the crowd being even into the Cruiserweight ever since they've been starting the purple ropes and everything.
Because nobody knows the talent, and they're good, but they're not so amazing that they're blowing everyone away.
Like there'll never be a Demon Link, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, or Jericho back in those WCW days when it was a real Cruiserweight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He got injured, right?
I guess.
Incapacitated.
This is awesome.
Corey, I've never seen this side of Neville. Neither have I. I said I was a tag team champion with Neville. I've never seen this side of it, but this is fantastic. Now Swann, back into the
About time they do something with him. Gee.
We've been asking this ever since the inception of this division. He had to be a part of it. He wasn't getting over on his own on Raw, or they just weren't doing anything with him.
Just came back, right?
Yeah, this is his return.
I thought he was on injury for a while.
And he's got edge. He looks phenomenal. Just went out and destroyed him. Man, that's how now people can tune in to 205 Live. You mentioned that on 205 Live. That gives you a reason to tune in.
All right. Yeah, I know. I'll probably be tuning in this week just to see the aftermath of that. Yeah, of course, it's not going to be on Raw tomorrow. So,
and it shouldn't. They should. If they're going to put over, they should tease it. Interview segment. Hey, what happened last night? to the champ. Question he's wondering, and then we're gonna get our answers on 205 Live the next night. They should just set it up like that, tease it, and we'll all tune in.
Oh, wait a minute.
And put the strap on him next month at the Rumble. I thought it was a great deal for WWE and Tap Out to join together, but I don't know anybody who's got Tap Out close.
Me neither. They haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, we see the ads on Facebook and on thing, but it's interesting that nobody's really wearing it on the actual program.
I'm sorry about what happened earlier.
I'll be back. It's time for my kids to go to bed.
This feud is getting really ridiculous. Between Kevin Owens and Jericho, with their friendship, give it up already, Kev. Oh, jeez. Bang on the door and everything.
This is the best thing since Burton.
Not hearing it clearly.
Huh?
Not hearing it clearly. Keep cutting off a little bit.
What's going on?
At the very top of that, all you write the name Kevin Owens. That's right. Put my name at the very top. Is that gonna make you feel better? The name Kevin Owens. That's right. Put my name at the very top of that list. I guess that's not enough.
I guess not. I guess he doesn't want to be his friend anymore.
Friends make mistakes.
That's what it is.
Now we need Jericho to walk down in the middle of this match, hit him with the knees to the face, and cause him to change.
I know. I agree.
Call it a wrap.
I guess we really aren't anymore.
It's all weird. Kevin Steen's supposed to be all about Kevin Owens is all about fight Owens fight, and he's shedding a tear over, and his feelings are hurt.
Oh,
guys, all I know is that the WWE Universal Champion can't head into a massive match like he has tonight. Hurt feelings like that. I guess it's official now. The friendship Owens and Chris Jericho.
All right. So now we got, I guess,
against Roman Reigns. We'll get into all that a little bit.
the women's bout.
Oh, I guess it might be the 30-minute Iron Man match.
Against Roman Reigns. We'll get into all that a little bit later on.
Looks like it might be in the middle here, this match.
Well, the pay-per-view is almost done. We got 2 matches left, right? The women's and the world title.
I'll change.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. So.
And it's only 9:30 right now.
You didn't miss anything.
So I know 30 minutes might go by with this Iron Man match.
By the way, how were you in the prediction? Because I just forgot about that.
What?
On our predictions of the show, who we picked.
Everyone has one person.
This is a hard bout to pick, but in the sake they can't keep flip-flopping this title and expect it to mean something. You gotta have stability in your champion. Gotta come out here with the victory.
I mean, I would definitely go with Sasha Banks for it. I think that's what I might go for.
I agree. But it'll be interesting to see if Ric Flair gets involved at all.
Oh, I don't know if he might, because you know what it is? It happened once before, so I don't know. It happened once before when they fought, but I don't know. I mean, I hope not. That's what my friend was telling me.
I
Dana Brooke is, by the way, going from a side, right?
Dana Brooke, I haven't seen her, I think, at all. I think after Monday.
Well, the thing is, we're having this after a Hell in a Cell bout. And it's just, that's supposed to be the end.
Right.
And it's not. It's still going. So.
Next will be the last woman standing, I'm assuming.
Just going and going and going.
I'm gonna try to stay up for this. I don't know. Huh?
What's up with Shane right now?
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing is up.
Didn't miss anything.
I'm just taking it.
Yeah.
I Cruiserweight match. Question: 1, was it good? And 2, who won?
I can't hear you clearly.
You guys can't hear me?
No, I can't. I can hear you a little bit.
I can kind of hear you.
I was saying the Cruiserweight match. I missed it. 2 questions: was it good, and who won?
Yes and yes. Yeah, it was a good match. Back and forth, a lot of action, and Rich Swann won with his nice kick. And then, did you see Neville?
No, I saw the HDR tweet. Did he show up after the match?
Yeah, as soon as the match ended, all of a sudden the lights start going, and you see his logo pop up, and he comes to the ring with a little strong walk, little strong strut, sticks his hand out to Rich Swann, and before Swann could even get his hand out, he decks him in the face and annihilates him, and then annihilates Kendrick, and he just destroys everybody. Because Rich Swann thought he was coming to celebrate. He was smiling, he was happy, as he always is, and looking to get an embrace, and he got a fist in the mouth. So, and the crowd was super into it. It's what we've been asking for the entire time. So, ever since the inception of the Cruiserweights, Neville has to be on part of it. Because wasn't he on? Is he on SmackDown?
No, he's on Raw.
Who drafted Neville? Okay.
Best start ever.
So.
Career in her first 20 pay-per-view matches.
Better than the I guess we gotta see if he's being positioned as a heel or a face, because him attacking all of them doesn't mean that he's a heel.
Correct. That just means I'm back. I'm serious about what I'm about to do, and let's get this on.
Yeah, here we go. 30 minutes.
I think Scarlett's forgotten what happened the last time we were in this arena, do you?
How many pinfalls or submissions do we think we'll see in 30 minutes, guys?
Probably 3 and 2.
3, 2.
4.
All right.
4.
All right. I'm gonna switch mine up. I'm gonna say 2-1 Sasha. No. 1-0 Sasha. 1-0 Sasha.
1-0 Sasha.
I think we go 2-1 Sasha.
Anything goes in this match, too. Anything goes. I know.
Yeah, that's really hard. Because Dana Brooke will probably get involved for a fall. Ric Flair will probably get involved for a fall. This could be 20-19 at the end of this thing in 30 minutes.
So anything goes. So they okay.
Yeah, weapons, anything could happen. Dude,
So this is this a hometown?
The Lights might go out too. You might do like a whole skip. What happened with the Shield? The lights go out, and something happens, to Sasha. And then Charles picks up to the first fall. The lights going out. That might happen.
Introducing first the champion
Anything could happen.
from the Queen City, Charlotte. Her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts. She is a
And by the way, Shane, how far ahead are you? Because our new listener Thomas seems to be 60 seconds ahead from you, I'm assuming.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know. I wish it was kind of like, the same, speed what you guys are watching, but it's depending on the network, I guess.
Win the title.
Clock's ticking away. Look at this.
End of the line in this rivalry between Sasha Banks.
Is this a home? Okay, so they're acknowledging this is the end of the line. Please, God, don't make the next match with Bayley. It'll feel like this whole feud is just carrying over. They gotta find somebody else.
He's some kind of old legend. An old diva. They should bring back.
Mickey James.
I'm telling you right now,
Mickey James.
I should return. It's getting so ridiculous with this feud. I agree. They should have some diva, the old diva, come back. Be somebody. Brand new.
Mickey James. Mickey James.
Maybe actually Nia Jax. Nia Jax. I'll go with.
Mickey James. Mickey James.
Corey, strategy first for the champion.
Well, first of all, didn't they say that she was going to be doing NXT first, even though they already know she's a huge famous name that doesn't need to be started off?
Well, she doesn't need to be there, but NXT needs her to be there because there's nobody to face Asuka right now. So,
well, not right now, but NXT did sign. They did sign some girls that will be heading to NXT in the next few months. One of my girls, Kimberly, one of them.
One of your girls or one of John's girls?
I was a fan of Kimberly for a while. Back when I was going to
John dated her in the 90s.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hang on a minute, Shane Howard, Caribbean Playboy. Let me ask you a serious question. Are you going to by any chance be at her last indie circuit that I'll be at on the 29th for her last show before she heads up to the NXT?
Oh, who's the real fan, Shane?
Huh?
No, John, I am not. You know why, John? Because
Why?
I'm family, John. I have to take care of my family.
Don't try to use that excuse about a family now. You're not a fan of Kimberly. You're just opposing, my friend.
I am a fan of
WSU.
Okay, because I'm not making freestyle. I don't even call them rap songs because I'm not making freestyle songs where I'm like Kimberly. Oh my gosh, you're Kimberly. Does not make me not a fan.
Listen, I've seen the pictures of John and Kimberly. I don't see the pictures of Shane and Kimberly.
Well, because I'm a married man, Darius.
Well, excuses, my friend.
For everybody tuning in, this is what we have to do because we have to sit through a 30-minute match. Nothing happens in the first 20 minutes.
But back to your point of because they did sign like 52 women, but I assume they're going to have a tournament first. I'm guessing a women's tournament. That's been the rumor the last month or two that they were going to do.
But there's no guarantee that the people in that tournament signs exclusive contracts. I mean, if you look at what happened with the CWC, not everybody was signed, a contract.
Oh, remember recently, former TNA Knockout just got signed. I forgot what her name was.
Rosie Lotta Love.
Yep, she got signed.
Who?
Rosie Lotta Love.
Yep.
I don't know that.
If you remember her, and I'm pretty sure you do because we did talk about her years ago, Darius. She was a lot bigger back in the day.
Yep.
She had a match, and didn't she injure somebody during that match or something, John?
Wasn't it Nikki Wax, I think?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was the one. Well, first of all, she was just on 4 shows, if I'm not mistaken. That's all. Who even vaguely remembers the time?
Yeah, she didn't have much experience when she first had this TNA tryout match and all of that, but I went to do some research, and her hometown is where I am now. And like, I don't usually find much people from Ruskin, Florida. And she's from Ruskin. So I tweeted her earlier. She didn't respond, Maybe she's too busy saying, her goodbyes to all her indie people, but I think that was rude.
So she looks completely different, no?
Yeah. Look at her old pictures compared to how she looks now. She's like Amazon Andrea.
Yep. Like you said, it's going to be a tournament because I think that's what I missed. Like, they're just doing this for a tournament. It's not necessarily a full deal.
They're doing a whole bunch of tournaments now. You got that European Championship.
Well, I mean, you speak of all these tournaments. Wouldn't it be people have been clamoring for a women's only show, and it may not be the strongest at this point with the brand split, but it would be interesting if the ladies got their own show.
But I guess we'll see if they do that. If they do the tournament, we'll see how much buzz we see with the ladies. With the Cruiserweight tournament, there was so much buzz. I guess that's why they said, we're going to bring back the Cruiserweight division. Maybe the ladies can generate as much buzz.
Right, but I think they haven't done a good job. And I have no idea what they could do, but it just doesn't seem the 205 has been able to carry the momentum of the tournament. There's been a little bit of a lull there. There's such a lot, people are all into women's wrestling, but Shine and Shimmer, all that doesn't seem to have the power that it did 2-3 years ago. So there may be opportunity for the women to step up.
I can tell you, I used to be a big, I was big into Shimmer. Like if I was to go upstairs right now and look at my bookcase, I'm probably sure there's, a handful at least of Shimmer DVDs. But this was maybe 4 years ago. It's not the same to me anymore. And I think right now, you're probably seeing the best women's wrestling in the WWE, in my opinion, compared to the other companies that are of bigger names.
Yeah. I didn't even know that TNA still had a women's division.
Well, I mean, their women's division is at least somewhat prominent compared to ROH, who had their Women of Honor show, and the building was not, completely packed. The reception to the show was not that great. I was reading about it. There's just I don't even know why Ring of Honor does not do more with women for a company that has this niche audience and prides itself on the wrestling that they produce, that they wouldn't do more with their women, because they've had Women of Honor for how many years, yet you would never see a women's match, and their women's division would be Sarah Del Rey and one other person at a given time.
Yeah, I think they'd be better off co-promoting with Shimmer.
Ooh, what a kick.
or some another promotion, and have them come in and run it under the Women of Honor.
I mean, I'm not
because their focus.
I mean, I'm not following Shimmer. I took a little break for a little while from Shimmer, but if I'm not mistaken, Shane, didn't they bring in one of the biggest names from Japan, Bull Nakano, I think her name is?
No idea. Can't tell you last time I looked at Shimmer.
Yeah, I think she's one of them, but they've been getting time to bring on forever, including, don't forget, Mickie James made the last show. That was in October, vaguely. That was one of the biggest names that got brought in.
Oh, nice move, Charlotte.
Shimmer was the place for all the women. I mean, how many women have run through there before making their stops to TNA or WWE, and it's just get about it, but now. All right. 19 minutes in. We haven't had a fall yet.
I'm at 18.
Somebody.
Where are you guys?
19.
Good God. I'm at
19.
I'm at 1918.
19.
My stream just went down
Frick,
again.
you always get so
I
fast.
gave him.
Oh! That was Shane's ooh moment.
1836.
Oh, you just
Oh,
saw
dang.
when she tripped her? Oh, you guys are so
Yes. Vicious looking. And she get
So now it looks like we're going to get a count out, probably.
Oh, she kicked
That
out the
looks so
first one.
rough.
Wow. Holy mackerel.
I did not know that Sasha. I knew Sasha Banks was related to Snoop Dogg. I did not know Sasha Banks was also related to Brandy and Ray J.
What?
What?
Wait.
Huh?
Wait. Through
I don't know through who, but I was perusing her Wikipedia page, so I don't know how legit it is, but it mentions in her personal life part of Wikipedia that she's cousin to Snoop Dogg and that she's also related to Brandy and Ray J.
Well, that's apparently Brandy and Snoop Dogg are first cousins. So I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't follow the. I didn't follow the family tree on that, but I remember hearing that between Brandy and Snoop, but I never connected dots to, even though we knew about Snooping. But I don't know. Maybe they don't, because I've heard multiple times about Snoop in interviews with Sasha Banks and how Snoop took her to Raw and behind the scenes and stuff like that. But I've never heard her bring up Brandy or Ray J. That's interesting.
Well, yeah,
maybe because they're not relevant.
According
She doesn't claim
to E! Online that, Brandy and Snoop are related. They're first cousins. But maybe the WWE doesn't want to associate their women's champion with Ray J, who is still known years later for his sex tape.
Didn't bother having Sean Waltman on their programming multiple occasions. That didn't hurt him. I believe that that tarnishes only the record of the
Of the woman?
Recently passed China. Yes. It's China. You can't have her on television because of her extras. Sean Waltman, who really doesn't care for her anyways. Yeah, come on over. Yeah, it's great. It's good. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh,
Makes no sense.
Speaking of Sean Waltman, by the way, Dales, have you been seeing his show that he's been doing recently on AfterBuzz?
No, but I have heard his one of his podcasts, but I don't know if that's the same.
It's similar to when he was a guest the last time, but he's been bringing on quite a few guests like Billy Gunn, Gangrel, Scott Hall, and you had like General Briscoe, I think was the last one.
Yeah, I've heard his podcast once, and I've heard him on, I think, Eric Bischoff's podcast, and he's very forthcoming. So, he kind of, from what it all appears, tells it like it is. So, he makes for a good podcast. But to tie up loose ends on Shane's comment about Ray J, interesting enough, in the promo with what's the certified G? I'm having a brain fart moment. Enzo was made a comment. Yeah, he made a comment on not wanting to see, if he really wanted to see Lana, he'd just check out her WikiLeaks. So apparently he pulled that out. Or maybe pulled that out is the wrong term.
We don't know if he pulls out, Darius. I don't know.
And I will never know. But I mean, I guess all nudity is not off limits for folks.
I swear we're going to be seeing a WrestleMania 12 again. So this is going to be the first 30 minutes to end with the draw.
Maybe. I went with 1-0 for my official prediction. Although I was all over the map, I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, you didn't beat me once or twice for pinfall or submission, so we're going to do it again and do a last woman standing.
Okay, so
we got a lot of time already.
Shano, what's up, Shane?
Oh,
wow, Courtney just be coming out of nowhere, boy.
So what have I missed in the half hour I've been going?
Did he go get another pizza?
No. No,
he went to go count all of his money again.
Hey, straight cash, homie. But so what?
Apparently, the board of HBR wasn't
Didn't miss
paying
anything.
enough.
What was before this match?
Well, we had
Wait,
Neville
match.
heel in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
So,
it.
nothing else. Nothing at all.
Oh man, so I haven't been going that long. Okay.
You've been gone for, somebody do the math, 30 minus 13.
Is this a 60? Oh, this is a 60-minute match, huh?
No, 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
30 minutes.
So I've been going
30 minus
I've been going for about
17 minutes.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
boy, look at this.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
this is like back and forth, back and forth.
Hey, how many moonsaults have we seen from Charlotte?
More than
This match or
moonsaults? None.
Okay. You know how I feel about Charlotte and her impeccable moonsault.
It's very impeccable. None yet.
Okay.
You know, Darius, if you did not bring up China and X-Pac, I forgot that China died. I really did.
Oh, here we go.
And
I was just bringing it up.
One moonsault coming up.
Oh, be quiet with your
You can't
fast
stop it.
internet.
No. You had to
I'm
stop
muting
it
all
right
of you.
here. Oh, wait.
Well, the thing is, put China in the Hall of Fame, man. I mean, it should be easy for them to do it now. Although, they're going to get a ton of backlash initially because you had to wait till she passed away. But go ahead and do it.
Oh! Wow!
Uh-oh.
Charlotte gets the
Natural
first
selection the
pinfall.
top now.
Thanks for
1-0.
spoiling it.
1-0.
That's why I'm here.
Jerks.
Not my fault you got some slow internet.
I am trying to get new internet service.
You and me both, Darius.
About to mute all of y'all. Just me and John.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I mean, I'm like,
high speed
finally.
What is it? What was it called? The slow skis? Yeah, you guys are the slow skis.
oh no, I mean, I'm caught up. So
I'm going to try to exit, see if I can get on to live.
Before you know it, when you get on.
Hope you don't
It's
miss
a way slow for item for that, but
Oh, that sucks. We didn't fast forward at all. What time limit are y'all at? 9 or 8?
I'm at 9:40.
10:05.
10:05.
I'm 20 seconds behind y'all.
Oh.
I'm at 9:25 right now.
Dang.
I'm
30
right
seconds
now.
behind Shane.
You have 90 seconds.
So now Sasha's got to come from behind and seal 2 victories here so she can get this win. Man, I'm really interested to see if Ronda Rousey makes an appearance. And I think that's really no, not tonight, but for us, this WrestleMania. But because she lost, I think that screwed over WrestleMania for her because she was so focused on being able to juggle wrestling and movies with her fighting. But when she lost, now she's talking like
1-1.
Talking about.
I told you guys nothing happens until the last 10 minutes. And in the last 2 minutes into the last 10 minutes, we've had 2 pinfalls.
It was ugly. That roll up was ugly. She got a pinfall for that crap.
Oh, she missed a kick.
That's super horrible.
Oh, the go.
So I already know how this match is going to end.
Charlotte once again is going to be the Flair again. We all know it's going to happen.
I got a work party that I got to get to, so I will have later.
You just got back.
Okay.
No, I just got back from the bathroom.
Oh, it took you that long.
Dude, I don't even need to know.
I mean, I was only gone for like 15 minutes in real time, Shane.
That's a lie because I came on the air before this match even started. So just so we're clear.
Okay, so like 20 minutes. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Moonsault.
Oh, hold on. I have to see this moonsault first.
Uh-oh.
The moonsault's over. Go back to your work party.
Oh, she missed it.
Oh my goodness! But did you see that?
The back save it.
Did you see that body control?
Back save it.
Yeah, as the body.
No, I haven't seen it because it hasn't happened yet.
Now here we go.
I know the slow internet. The slow internet, I call it.
All right, guys. Don't
All right, y'all.
spoil it for Darius. And
Peace out.
All
right.
It's got to be over.
Come on, Darius, you're killing me.
No. Charlotte is gonna tap. She's so close
Shut
to the
up.
ropes.
Damn it, she tapped. She tapped, Darius.
Not again.
No.
Yes.
This is a bad song. She tapped.
I can't deal with this. I really can't.
And Charlotte she makes the ugliest faces on the planet.
But that's your girl, Darius. That's your girl.
She likes her for her wrestling and her ability to be healed, not her facial expressions.
That is the truth. That is so the truth.
The crap out of her, boy. Oh, freaking again!
I was just turned into a middle school girl fight.
I like how she tapped out by smacking her own stuff in the face.
I mean, she kind of has a long face. It's kind of hard to miss.
Oh, that was just the nose, but okay. And when do they bring back Flair? Is that with the return of Flair? She was just Charlotte, and all of a sudden now she's Charlotte Flair again.
I don't know.
I'm the only one that knows that.
I don't pay that much attention to Charlotte as you and Courtney.
Oh, now she's getting. Oh, look at this now.
That's a shame, Sean.
I'm gonna need Jameis Winston to do some work.
Never heard of him. I would like to fast forward the NFL season to 2017 if we can.
It's not my fault your team sucks.
Hey, you're about to get muted.
Yeah, I still would know the finish of the match before you.
Ah.
3 minutes.
2 minutes, 59 seconds.
This has been a super long 30 minutes.
It's actually gone by quick to me. I guess because we were busy talking for so darn long.
Yeah.
Why do they still have it as Iron Man match? Why did they change to Iron Woman?
That's what
I know exactly. That's why I said.
It's obvious. The font would have to be so small you wouldn't be able to read it.
Iron Woman.
So they just abbreviated.
And damn it, you brought back the women's division, and there's no longer the divas division. So that's what's wrong with it.
They're sexist.
Yes. Equality, John. Equality. The big lover of ladies that you are, you should be all for them becoming.
The clock is going around quicker now. Oh, she reverses it right into it. Wow. Just turn over. And come on, Sasha.
Did she just spank her? Pretty sure she just spanked her. It's not PG.
Like that.
Where?
It's like the 2:15 mark, something like that.
Come on, Sasha.
Come on.
She reversed it. That's nice. No, she's back into it.
I wish Nia Jax would walk to the ring and pull a Neville and just destroy them both. That would make me very happy.
Uh-oh, 59 seconds. 59 seconds.
Damn it, he's ahead of me.
Oh, there we go. See, so you're not the only one now, Shane.
You know, he's ahead of me by like 2 seconds.
And I can't wait for the Rumble when this happens.
Come on, Sasha.
Oh God.
I'll be taking money. Let's bet.
I'm gonna be historically muting Shane.
Thomas definitely is gonna be way ahead. I know.
Let me practice this. Let me see if I get this right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this. John, look at this.
What?
I muted them both. They cannot ruin the ending for us, John. We will know what happens on our time. You've got nothing to say to me, Shane. Nothing. What?
Wow.
Happened? Nothing.
I can tell already.
Oh, I gotta unmute this. He unmuted himself. Muted again.
Oh, damn it.
10 seconds left. We're going to be able to hear this. Oh no, she taps. No.
Sasha!
We've got a tie. Oh man.
Oh God.
What a 2-2 tie. Wow. Oh, that was fabulous. John, how did you enjoy the last 30 seconds with these guys muted?
Oh,
This
was way better than the whole pay-per-view, for God's sakes.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment. We could sit there and enjoy it. A 2-2 without anybody screaming and saying the finish.
Yep.
All right, it's a draw, so just give her the champion retains, just like a count out.
We're going to overtime.
Yep.
What? Since when? That's not a rule.
It happened with
WrestleMania 12.
Sean and Brett.
Yep.
But that's because that was a special exception. That is not the rule of an Iron Man match. This is horrible. Sasha will win 3-2, like I initially said before John jumped in on my prediction.
Oh, that's by the way right. I was right. It's gonna be 2 and 3.
Sasha will. You said Charlotte was gonna win though. That's a lie.
What a touchdown.
Wait a minute.
Wait, so hold up now. Well, so this is like golden goal. We're going and there's no more time limit. We're just going until someone wins.
Yep. There's no time limit in overtime.
This is not like football where if they score a field goal, you can come back with the ball.
So I figured if someone pins someone, then it's over. But if there's a submission, then the other person gets a chance to come back and get a pinfall. And we just continue on like that. No? All right. Fine. Whatever.
For prediction purposes, let's go, Sasha.
Sasha shall win.
Charlotte's gonna lose her first match at WrestleMania, I'm sure.
So you're saying Charlotte?
Dang, that shit is bloody.
Well, she's not. She's been undefeated, remember, at a pay-per-view.
So you're saying Charlotte wins?
Yep.
Nah, Sasha's gonna win.
Is that her nose bleeding?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. I thought it was the
gotta be. I think earlier. And then now the nose is bleeding.
God damn it.
Blood from Stone. This is WrestleMania 12 for not WrestleMania 12. That was Brett and Stone Cold with the double turn.
Yep.
That was what, 13? No.
Yeah, that was 13.
13.
Yeah.
God.
I'm really surprised they're not stopping this and making her clean that blood up.
Which is good.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh, mute, Dallas, mute.
Oh no. What just happened?
I think it's false.
What just happened?
I think you're being fake. I'm not falling for it.
Oh my.
Okay.
God damn it.
Bridge.
God damn it. No.
She'll get her rematch.
I told you.
Oh, they flipped the titles again?
I told you.
Goodness gracious.
We saw the fan again. We saw that pissed off woman again.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Wait. Is her streak intact? I thought she lost last pay-per-view. No?
No, a singles match. She hasn't lost a single match.
What was it, a triple threat?
No, that was Survivor Series, remember? Wasn't it Survivor Series? Raw against SmackDown?
Okay, what about the pay-per-view before that? I thought she had an L. I thought they stopped the train.
No, last was TLC.
Yep. So they're trying to make a streak out of that. Had I thought correctly, I would have definitely picked. But
Like I said, they're gonna make this for Bayley next for WrestleMania. Sorry, Dallas. I know they're gonna make this for Bayley at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
they better not.
I know that.
I'm so tired of.
Charlotte is 15-0 in pay-per-view matches, in singles pay-per-view matches this year.
Really trying to latch on to a WrestleMania like streak, but it's so interesting that they caught it so quickly and are running with it.
They're just trying to show that these two women are the best in their division and they're so evenly matched that anytime that we put them together, they're gonna, that the other one has a fair chance of beating the other one. Unfortunately, it happens that there's a title going back and forth between these two, and in a way, it gets a little bit annoying because we keep seeing this title go back and forth. Like, yeah, I'm good with these ladies showing that they're evenly matched. But do we need to see? This is her 4th title reign this year.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. So it's too much. I mean, how could we emotionally get invested in anybody as a champion if they're flip flopping every other day? It just doesn't make sense. That's why they desperately need somebody else to be able to step up.
I mean, look at how Chicago reacted when the Cubs won, because they went so long without one.
Yes, that's a good analogy. You know what? I would like to see, and maybe their time's passed, but because of the void, I think they could do it. The beautiful people.
Yeah.
I don't know if Angelina Love is pregnant or has just recently been pregnant. I don't know her.
She was pregnant. I think she gave birth to the child already.
Okay, so okay, good. So I would imagine if, depending on how that birth went, her in-ring, that would be a great pickup, I think, to have the beautiful people come in and terrorize the women's division. Instead of going back with Sasha and Charlotte over and over again, have them unite against the beautiful people, and have Bayley in there, and then maybe they pick up a third on the beautiful people side.
I just retweeted somebody who said that please don't tell me like after this Charlotte and Sasha become tag partners. And then you bring this up.
In a normal scenario, I would not anticipate that happening.
Yeah. I mean,
up against who?
I mean, were you all fans of Triple H and Steve Austin team up after that huge rivalry, and it's just going to be like the same as this?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's only natural. You either team up and then break up, like Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho, or you feud and then you get together, like Cesaro and Sheamus. So, but they have to have a reason to. You can't just team up. You need some mega force that's out there that, okay, we've rivaled before, but let's come together to stomp out this problem. You can't just have Dana Brooke now aligned with Bayley or something, you know.
Oh,
to me, that's not big enough.
I'm just wondering what Dale Thomas and Shane's predictions were, because I just realized I'm still undefeated tonight. Not one loss.
Read between these lines, John. Read between these lines.
Your face?
It
Are you 3-3? What the heck does that mean?
Read between the lines.
6.
I'm giving Jonathan the finger for being perfect. Read between the lines. Bam! Jesus. Right.
Read.
I was trying to read between the lines, but then I realized the lines were written in Cantonese or something, so I didn't really understand what the lines were.
Read between the lines.
I did not correctly pick the tag title match or this title match.
The tag title was the most predictable of them all. That long run, they were immediately dropping those straps.
And I thought because it was so predictable that they probably would have waited until Monday Night Raw.
Good.
Because it just, you know, I didn't think they would still continue this Sheamus Cesaro thing. And I thought Sheamus and Cesaro were on the same page, and then they win the match and Sheamus starts acting like he's the only person on the team.
That's good, because that'll carry that on a little bit longer. But how interesting, before the world or the Universal title, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, it's really Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. Yeah, a little weird. Who'd y'all pick for the main event? New champ or and still?
I'll go Roman.
I picked Roman, but only because I feel that he's going to win by disqualification. I don't feel there's a title change.
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens has to. I don't know that Chris Jericho. He loses by Chris Jericho causing him to lose the strap before they fight for the strap. I think that would be a huge missed opportunity. Even though that would kickstart their feud, I think Chris Jericho at least has to fight for the title. So I'm hoping Chris Jericho gets involved here. A title shot for Chris Jericho. But I think Jericho going into Mania would be a much bigger draw, as hot as he is. He's been way more entertaining than Kevin Owens. So whether it's him a return match against Kevin Owens, but I think Chris Jericho needs to strap. Or is deserving. Needs might not be the correct word. And what's going on with the Shield here? I'm so confused. They get back together, but there really hasn't been any like just like I was mentioning earlier with Sasha and Charlotte needing that big force. They just kind of show up and do things together without on air clarifying have they forgiven Seth Rollins for being a jerk.
Wasn't that
a little weird for me?
Wasn't that Survivor Series? I forgot when that was.
Yeah, right when they did the power bomb, and then they showed up. They did it again for tribute for the troops. Had the Bullet Club, New Day.
I didn't even watch the Tribute to the Troops show. I didn't even know about that.
I didn't either, but
I thought
that clip was everywhere.
I thought that was supposed to be for Monday Night Raw as usual, wasn't it? Or is it now supposed to be on the network from now on?
I have no idea. Nobody watches it.
The Tribute to the Troops stuff is on USA. They do like a whole week of WWE stuff on USA now.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and they've been doing that for a little bit, a couple of years now. But yeah, I'm surprised you didn't see that, Shane. That was all over the social media. It was a backstage segment that started off with just, I guess, Bullet Club was there, and then the New Day were going at it, and then all of a sudden, the Bullet Club were saying they were the greatest faction of all time, and then all of a sudden, Roman Reigns and crew show up in the picture. So it was interesting.
I tend to see too much WWE through the week, so if it wasn't Raw or SmackDown, yeah, I was not going to be paying attention on social media. That was Wednesday, or Tribute to the Troops happened Wednesday, so all of this was going around on social media Thursday.
I don't even know.
If that was the case, Thursday, I was getting into the total nonstop deletion mode. So I was not paying attention to anything WWE related.
That whole total nonstop deletion. Woo! I guess it was what I expected it to be. Seemed really weird.
It ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. A little too corny for me.
Yeah. It was just right for me. Yeah, my kid loved it. I had to record it because he had to go to bed.
Yeah. This was like... All right, let's see. It just seems like this should have been a bigger deal. We have the U.S. champion versus the Universal champion. It just seems like it's not getting the play that it should, because, and I blame that on Kevin Owens, because he's not as interesting. Jericho. He's getting a decent reaction, but I guess that's just because of.
As you saw earlier, believes he has
Has Roman Reigns I'm sure they did a little something with the Shield, but has Roman Reigns faced off one-on-one with John Cena? Interesting crowd reaction.
I think John would actually win that.
You think so? So that'd be very interesting. Be kind of horrible for but I guess they're on different brands, so we won't get to see that happen unless the trade takes place. But the two most polarizing people.
We're about to remove all doubt. Kevin Owens, who has held the title 111 days since that fateful night when he was held by Triple H.
It'd be interesting if Triple H came in and pedigreed Kevin Owens, so that now Roman Reigns is the guy. It's the airport sound. I feel like somebody's on a plane or something watching this. Keep hearing the dong.
Somebody needs a stewardess.
Well, send her my way. I need a refill on my Coke.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
I think they're gonna go Lance Stormish on this. We're gonna see Roman Reigns win this. He's gonna get the tag titles and he's gonna get the Cruiserweight Championship. He's gonna run the WWE.
Lance Storm did that.
He got everything but the world title. They're like, hey, let's give him all titles. And they're like, let's not get too crazy. Let's not give him the world title. You can have everything else. We don't care about those titles, really. He had them branded them Canadian titles, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
I've been playing. I got a Nintendo 64 a couple weeks back, and I've been playing WrestleMania 2000 again. And it reminded me about the darn European title that the WWE used to have. I kind of forgot about the European Championship.
It's kind of interesting that they choose to go UK and not upset. But I guess if they're going to expand to other countries outside the UK, they couldn't. They didn't want to cut themselves short.
What did people want them to where did people want them to go instead? Australia or Japan?
Well, I think they just wanted it called the European title because it's something that they heard before, as opposed to the UK. But if they're going other places in Europe, but I mean I don't know how likely.
They're only choosing, aren't they? Only choosing wrestlers from the United Kingdom and what was it, Ireland, who was the one that left, or Scotland, whatever it is.
Yeah, as far as that's the way I'm understanding it.
It makes sense. It's not the European tournament because they're not going to get people from France and Portugal and stuff like that.
Yeah, this isn't just for
which
this isn't just for guys from the UK, is it? For the UK title?
What?
This isn't for the United Kingdom, like you said from earlier, for the United Kingdom tournament they're doing or something on the network.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not doing it like that because they never did that for the European title, like Shane was saying.
Well, the European title really had no purpose. Anybody could win it. It was not defended only in Europe.
Yep.
So it was just a random weird name. That would be a good. We were talking about Bruce Pritchard. I don't know. You can get a whole show out of it, but for them to touch on it. But like I said, I would love for them to go to Mexico and have the Mexican heavyweight champion. And just
even if they did, Dallas, like you brought up Japan, like what's going to happen when Tajiri makes his return?
Tajiri, he would not be a heavyweight title.
Nope.
He's not a contender. I mean, what's his name? The first Japanese wrestler that they brought in that was like, oh my gosh, and then everybody forgot about him.
Hakushi?
No, not that far back. NXT.
Okada?
No.
You're not talking about
He's out on.
You're not talking about the CWC, right?
No. He debuted before that. He debuted before Shinsuke Nakamura. The guy, he was the Japanese wrestler. Oh my God, he's the next thing. And then he got older.
I know
shoulder.
I know you're talking about. He just, yeah, he just.
You're talking about Kenta.
Yeah, that's who it is.
What's his WWE name?
Oh crap! He's been out so often, I forgot his WWE name.
Yeah.
I just Kenta, the one who created the GTS.
Yeah. So, well, that's my point. Like, he would fit if they, because you could. I don't think you could do Nakamura at this point. I think he's too big for it. He'd have to be a main roster guy. But Kenta, since we've forgotten his WWE given name, he was that next big guy and then got injured. So if he could stay healthy, he could be the face of the Japan brand. As Nakamura, I think, would be a main roster dude. So horrible. You're the greatest thing since sliced bread. A month later, you get injured, and nobody can remember your name.
Hideo Itami.
There we go.
Thank you, Google.
What is this Google you speak of? What's wrong with doggone? What's wrong with his face? Reigns is like his face is switching, his tongue's coming out. Kind of has a bully choke on him. Kind of doesn't. And that's a side headlock. I wish Kevin Owens would shave his face. Looks like he's got pubes on his face. Kind of weird, kind of disgusting. I guess he looks like he's like 12, kind of like Daniel Bryan. He doesn't have some sort of facial hair. That was a nice leg drop.
Universal champion. There's so many watch this.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
What is going on? I hear. I'm hearing buzzing, and then the beeping. Somebody is definitely watching this on the play.
The rotation on the front foot adds momentum. The leg drop twice selected.
Is this going to take us all the way up to 11 o'clock hour?
I don't know. I don't care one bit about this match because it does, like you said earlier, it does not involve Kevin and Chris Jericho. I'm not sure why the WWE has yet to turn Roman Reigns into a bad guy. they could get so much more out of his character if they made him a bad guy.
Well, because he's a new full-time John Cena, that's why. John Cena's a hot timer now. They need a big face that needs to be a big booed guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, Roman can't do some of the things that John does in terms of being like this great ambassador. I don't see that in Roman Reigns being, mostly fluent on the microphone. I don't see that in Roman Reigns.
No, terrible on the mic. Still.
And for those reasons, they should go ahead and make him heel. I mean, John Cena's whole thing is the same thing that where they don't want to hurt the feelings of the kiddos. But if you're a good heel and you're good at what you do, you will develop that baby face to hopefully take your place. So while John Cena's feelings and his Make-A-Wish, whatever you want to call it, requests go down, maybe somebody else's goes up. And I'm sure it's not going to go up to the level of John Cena's, but hopefully he's that good of a heel that he can elevate somebody and make it all worthwhile. So I hate the fact that they use that as a deterrent from turning these guys heel.
I mean, I was reading this article earlier, not today, a couple days ago, about the Young Bucks and how the Young Bucks have made themselves, so much money while not going to the WWE or being in TNA for an extended period of time. And it was just laying out how they've sold all this merchandise and all the stuff that they've done. And they're bad guys. If you watch the Young Bucks, they are heels, but they're entertaining and they sell a whole lot of merchandise. Bad guys can sell merchandise.
NWO, I mean, I don't know how much merch they actually sold, but it seemed like they sold a whole heck of a lot of T-shirts, black and white, red and black. I had a red and black back in the day. I wonder where that shirt went. Oh man, but you're right. I mean, like, who says you can't? I mean, has a thing where he never wants to because he doesn't want people to wear his gear. He wants people to hate him, but come on. And I hate the Young Bucks, by the way. They try so hard to go against the grain. It's just like,
I hope you get a super kick in the face.
I would break both of those scrawny bums in half.
Yeah, weren't they Shane, by the way, in TNA for just a little while doing the America's Most Wanted, if I'm not mistaken?
They were in TNA and they feuded with the Motor City Machine Guns for a little bit.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I feel the Ring of Honor should have allowed them to go the TNA's total nonstop deletion. Yes, TNA gets ridiculed for all their mismanagement, but I don't know the numbers for Ring of Honor, but TNA gets a steady 300,000 viewers every week. I'm not sure how Ring of Honor's viewership goes, but everybody does not have Sinclair. And I think any publicity could help your company out. So I was kind of upset that the Young Bucks did not show up.
That was really weird. They and that's all power of Matt and the promotion for that thing, but I thought it was a lock that they were showing up. That's a huge disappointment. And what a sell job Matt did. He needs to be awarded something for marketing for that, because the biggest name we got were 90-year-old men who had a fart in ROH. That was your big, and then a midget wrestler. I mean, he invited the entire world. Yes, he invited the entire world, and that's who showed up. But yet he made it seem like we were going to get somebody. We didn't really anticipate the WWE sending anybody, of course, but we thought somebody was coming. We thought at least the Young Bucks, and nobody came. And nobody complained afterwards. I didn't see one person say, hey, this is a great tag team invitational, and no tag teams came. That's pretty remarkable. Match is still going on. I'm pretty sure that's like the 30th Superman punch of the match. It's not so super at this point. It's kind of just a punch.
You guys going to be doing the polls, by the way, again, like you did in the days at the end of the year?
Are we doing the poll?
Yeah, for like best match.
The Ropies?
Yeah, and the best match was pay-per-view of the year, because this is definitely going to be the one, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about putting the Ropies on a Twitter poll. Those Twitter polls, people. What was that, Shane?
Are there any more pay-per-views after this for the rest of the year?
Nope, next is Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we probably need to start gathering who our nominees would be for the poll. I didn't know if we wanted to hold off till January, though.
That's what I meant you did. You remember?
You think Kevin Owens would do his homework and know that Roman Reigns likes to do the drive-by? He would not have been so susceptible to getting kicked in the face, though. Not once, but twice. Okay, so he did learn his lesson, at least. Is that Pilot, or is that maybe God? Maybe that's God.
That would mean that God is watching this match.
Or maybe it's Santa. He's going to put us on the naughty list if we give negative reviews to this pay-per-view.
Frogs.
Wow!
Ah.
And yet again, it failed.
He's going to do it again.
Did you guys get the frog splash yet?
We got the second one.
Okay.
Like, do you have to go through the table? Is that the rule?
Tables. Every time, it's got to be a second take.
Wow.
Like, if you hit the move on the table, you have to do it a second time because it didn't hurt enough. Like, isn't it just as table? Like, those tables are so collapsible. It's almost like, it doesn't really do anything. Like, when the table breaks and smashes, it falls apart like somebody's Lego set. It's like, it's not that dramatic. It's like a
Now, if
cushion
they were
fall.
falling on Legos, that would be a different story. That would actually hurt.
You're true. So true.
Yep.
My kids have like a magnet set where the little squares snap together. It's kind of like what it is, because you could just push it down and it just makes a loud noise, but the fall's not that big of a deal.
Damn.
They're stretching this thing out.
We'll take it out of Kevin Owens.
Come on. Get to the finish.
Boring. I know. I was hearing all that. What the announcers say? Boring.
I've had enough of this stuff. I'd rather just watch Tough Enough.
I'm trying to watch a movie right now.
See the frustration.
What up, John? John's in the chat room. Shout out to John. Stay awake through this pay-per-view.
Foot on the rope. Unreal.
Thomas
Swicky,
is
swick.
seconds ahead of me, pissing me off. Now I know how you guys feel.
Nothing shocking will happen.
But the thing is, he's only 2 seconds ahead of me. But he's like, oh, foot on the ropes.
Yeah, now I see.
It's kind of weird because I'm like it's like literally like my network would actually go off about like 10 seconds, and then I have to wait 10 seconds and then it'll come back on. I don't know what's wrong with it. I really don't know.
But we gotta make sure. Like I know you want to make the next show time. Like you gotta make sure you do like Dallas and I always say, put it on pause for 10 seconds and then see what happens.
I'll try and match it, you know, at the chat point with you guys.
Yep.
Oh, you're such a nice team player. Gore!
Now you
Gore!
Uh-oh.
God was not appreciative of that comment of the gore.
The bell is still in the ring. What? Oh,
God,
yeah, come on.
God does not like spoilers.
I smell trouble.
Nope, that's the brownies my wife made. Third message.
Now I see it.
Here we go.
Wait, is John ahead of you too, Darius?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think you got the goal yet.
No, I just saw the sphere.
Yeah.
Oh!
So John, you see Chris Jericho in the ring.
Now he's coming out.
Wow.
No, he's running out now. You jerks.
So he threw it
Oh
over.
wow.
Oh wait! Oh,
He's gonna hit.
Dallas. I think it's time. I think it's time.
He's gonna hit Roman.
I called it.
Idiot.
For real?
I called.
No.
Oh, shut up!
I'm muting them again, John. I'm saving us to see us. No!
What?
All right, you guys can talk again. The DQ.
Come on, this was obvious.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Roman Reigns has been disqualified.
Not even one loss tonight. Besides Kevin Owens picking up a win.
Fucking bullshit.
Well, well, technically I called it in some way. I knew it was going to be disqualification.
Yeah,
I thought that, you know, Roman would get the win so that he could get one more match. and then
we're moving on.
But I guess we're moving on.
We can only hope so.
Stupid idiot.
It was a great plan. That's why they're smarter than you.
I accept your apology.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, fellas, I am out.
All right. We will see you sometime after the Christmas holiday, so enjoy. Very interesting ending.
Mm.
It also means once again Chris Jericho saved the Universal Championship.
But the thing is, he didn't have to hit him with his finish to get a disqualification. He could have just pushed him.
Wait a minute.
And I guess Seth Rollins was not happy with that. So we're going to get a fatal four-way. So we're going to get a fatal four-way at the Rumble, right? Or is it just and then a fatal four-way? So that's interesting.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, we're going to put him through the table.
It's a shield. Play the freaking shield music. That's what I would do right now.
Else, we were talking about it earlier, and here it comes again.
Yep.
No. So you can have been able to do a power bomb on one take, but you weren't able to break the table by a goddamn fog splash, huh? For a second take.
God, I was not appreciative of that. Now they're going to run up and get Kevin Owens. They're going to throw him off the ramp, probably.
Stuck in him as well as Owens is trying to fight out of this. Oh my God, guys. Look on this one.
Again.
I forgot about that table. He's going off the stage, but
Oh.
and let's finish this pay-per-view off with a bang. Threw a table off, and so we're either getting a tag team battle at Rumble or a four-way dash or a four-way, however they're going to call it. It leads into Raw with something to talk about because the pay-per-view itself boring as we expected coming into it, because we got the Rumble next month. They're not going to give us everything at the Rumble. I mean, at this pay-per-view when we've got one of the big fours. So, which is interesting. I wish these throwaway pay-per-views, they would highlight other, but I guess we need this pay-per-view kind of to take us into Rumble. But they could have done this all on honest. But all right, boys, thank you for joining us. We'll be back our normal time, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Until then, you can follow us on Twitter at Hit the Ropes and Facebook. Make sure you download the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and everywhere podcasts. Thank you guys for joining us, Thomas and John.
Yep.
We'll talk to y'all later.
We'll talk to you later. Take care.
Yeah, have a good night.
We saw championships change hands. We saw relationships evolve for better and for worse.